Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in this episode, this has been something that's been on my mind for some time now. And the question is, alright, because I don't know, maybe it's just me, but can men listen to women's music? Now, you obviously can. There's so many songs I have by women, and I'm like, yeah, I like them. But there's some songs like Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, the hot girl summer phase, like that type of music. Can men listen to that type of music? Because it's one thing if you're listening to it, but then you see another man listening to it and he's dancing with it too, and that's why I'm like, I don't know, is that allowed? Is that allowed? Because, I mean, if that's his preference in music, then that's one thing. But, I don't know. Some of my close friends, I know that's not music. I know that type of music, they don't listen to it. But, unless it's one of those hidden songs. Oh, listen, alright, I'm going to say this right now. All men have that type of music on their phone that they would never, ever listen to around their friends. I got music from bands from Iceland on my there's this movie called We Bought a Zoo. I'm pretty sure everybody has seen that movie or has heard of it. But there's a group in there where, well, I know that I think it's the guy, because I think it was a guy a part of that group, but he did his own thing. But his name is John Z or something like that. And then it's the band, I think it's Sigur Rós or something like that. And they came out with this song called Happy Pola. I think that's how it's pronounced. I could be butchering the names of all those guys, including this song. But no, that song slaps. I've been listening to that song for years. That it is seriously one of the most peaceful songs I've ever heard. And I have no idea what they're talking about. No idea what they're talking about whatsoever. What other songs do I have? A Rebecca Black song, the girl that sang the Friday song. Not Friday, but there's a song that she did called The Great Divide, but it's a remix. And I remember I watched the video today. I'm like, this song slaps too. There's but I was saying, men, we got, and don't even be all oh, I don't have no songs. Look, there's probably my closest friends, and you think that they wouldn't listen to that type of music, but they probably do. They probably do. So that's why I'm I'll admit, there's some songs out there I'll listen to, but there's some songs where I'm I just can't. I think I was listening to Cardi B one day and I turned it off. I honestly felt like that parent where I was no, I will not listen to this. I will not listen to this at all. Now I know how my parents felt when I wanted to start listening to Tupac and 50 Cent. What other artists is out there? All that rap music. Those was two artists that I really wanted to listen to as a kid. But the only way I can listen to them is if I got the clean version of their songs. And I know nowadays artists do they even make clean music? I take that back. They do. Two of my one of my favorite artists and things, but they're okay, hold on. Let me rephrase what I'm gonna say before I mess up and a bunch of people are mad at me. There's two artists that I listen to, and yeah, they had some clean music, and I was I know nobody doesn't listen to this. Unless I think the only reason why they have probably clean music is probably for I was alright, because there's I was getting ready to say you probably have it for skits on Instagram and stuff, because I remember there was times where I was watching old Vine videos and Instagram skits and they had clean music in there. I'm bro, I know y'all cuss. I know the people that's watching this video cuss. Everybody has cussed at least once in their life. I guess you wouldn't want kids to see that, but they're going to grow up and they're going to cuss. It ain't it's crazy sometimes with clean music. I think I'd rather listen to Cardi B music than clean music. Seriously, I grew up listening to clean music, and it is some of the most annoying music that you can listen to. it is like, and I don't know, like there's probably people out there, you're probably like, what's clean music, like how, like define what clean music is, because I know people, they like my definition of something. So clean music, it's pretty much the instrumentals with surprise words. So you'll be listening to that song, and they'll like say like if it's a rap song, and then the rapper, he used to be a former gang member, and he'll shout out his former gang, and they usually take about 4 or 5 seconds to say like the whole gang name. That whole part is blocked off, so you're just hearing instrumentals throughout that part. I'm like, at least like, and there are some like artists out there where it's like if they did do clean music, they would change the words. I remember NWA, they did that with Straight Outta Compton. They changed up the words to it, and I was like, you know what? I can listen to a song if it's clean, but they change up the words, and it's like one cuss word, and it ain't even like the F-bomb, or, you know, a female dog, or poop. Like, it ain't stuff like that. Like, no, they'll like change it up. They'll say poop, or female dog, or they'll be all like fire. They'll say something, but yeah, I'm like, I just cannot listen to clean music. Clean music to me is just, it's horrible. That's like the type. It's like, it's honestly like a knockoff. Like if you buy some really nice and expensive shoes, that's the explicit version. The clean version is the knockoff $20 one that you somehow came across. That's how I see clean music. It's knockoff shoes, okay? But yeah, clean music I can't. Like all throughout, and I remember that's how I even came up. Like, well, no, so because it was my sister, she's to blame for it. But I remember and I know people are gonna probably think I'm so crazy for this, but I was really interested in R. Kelly's Trapped in the Closet series. Yeah, I was yeah, I'll admit that. That's a little fun fact about me. When he came out with that series, I was watching it all the time on demand. And then yeah, I think it got to the point where it was like it wasn't even making sense. Like it wasn't as interesting as it was like back then. But then yeah, like I was into that. But no, so anyways, I'm at Best Buy and I seen it. I'm like, oh man, like they have all of them put together. Like I want to watch it and listen to the music and stuff. And then I don't even know why my sister would do some stuff like that. Like that's why I just don't really like going shopping with her, because she'll do and say some things. Like I should just do like a separate episode at times like we went shopping and she just screwed me over pretty much. But anyways, I'm like, I asked my mom, I was like, hey, can I get this? She was down to get it. She was gonna buy it too. She probably thought I was insane for just getting an R. Kelly album, but yeah, I was just like, she was gonna get it too. And then my sister just had to point out the fact they had like the little parental advisory thing at the bottom, and it was explicit, and it was gonna have cussing and stuff. And I'm like, why can you not just be over there, like just not in the area of where I'm about to get something? Just be over there, please. But yeah, I mean, I guess it like, you know, overall it saved some money for my mom. Like I was able to watch all that stuff on YouTube anyway, so. But yeah, I was like, man, just like that's, you know what? No, like, cause this, I was just gonna keep this like music related, and if men can listen to women's music, I think that question has been answered. You can, unless like if you're by yourself but out with the boys or something, you can't. But no, let's talk about the times like my sister just interfered with something that I was gonna get. And there's these red Nike shoes. This is probably the one that really did it for me. That was the one where I was like, I was so upset, because I'm like, that could have probably been the start to me of being a sneakerhead. But so anyways, my dad was taking me school shopping, and he always had got me like a pair of shoes. Always got me a pair of shoes. And so there was a time where he was he brought my sister along. So it was me, my dad, my sister, and my uncle. So my uncle didn't care. He was just like, I'm hanging out with the fam. Like, I don't care what they're doing and things. And so anyways, we go into, what store was it? Let's say it was Foot Locker. I can't remember the name of the store. It was either Foot Locker. No, it was Foot Locker, because I went to Finish Line afterwards. So anyways, Foot Locker or Champs, one of those two stores. But so I go in there. There's these red Nike shoes. And I'm like, you know what? I like the way those shoes look. Those shoes look nice. They look really nice. I like them. So anyways, I asked my dad, like, hey, can I get these? He's all like, yeah, sure. Who comes along and makes sure she had to put in her 2 cents? My good old sister. So anyways, like, since then, I've bought so many pairs of shoes. But no, if those shoes ever do get re-released, it was these basketball Nike shoes, and they were red and had a black splatter on the like I think it was on the side or on the back of them or something like that. So anyways, if I ever do see those shoes, I will buy them. I will buy them. In fact, I will look up the name of those shoes and I will see if I can get them, okay? Or get them ordered or something, because I'm like, no, I want those shoes. I think like that would just like send me some closure in this whole sneakerhead habit that I have. So anyways, my sister, she came along, put in her 2 cents talking about the shoes was too red, and gang members might approach me at my school, and because I was getting ready to get into high school, and all those 4 years I was in high school, did not see one gang member, not one. If the football team was a gang, that was the only gang that I seen, because they were the only ones wearing red, but nobody else. I had not seen one gang member at that whole school throughout the 4 years I was there. Okay, maybe they were there on the days that I just said that I was sick and I didn't really feel like going to school. Maybe they were there then, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, they was never there. So therefore I was like, I don't know what she was talking about. She most likely didn't even see a gang member. And when she was in, because we both went to the same school, so I'm like, I know for a fact that there's probably no gang members when she was there too. So, yeah, my dad, he didn't get the shoes, and I was heated, upset, destroyed, because I was like, what? Like, why? Like, you're not going to be there. You're not going to be getting involved in any activities at this school. Like, why does it matter to you what shoes I get? Like, I'm just being curious. Like, why does it matter? So, anyways, then we go to finish line, and I think it surprised my uncle because he's never seen that side of me before. Me and him, we're usually like just always like happy when we're around each other. We're usually pretty cool when we're around each other and things. So yeah, I was like, it was never like a time where I raised my voice or got upset or got mad or anything. But my sister, so she goes. And I was going to get the same pair of shoes, but it was like a silver grayish color. And I went ahead and I was trying those on, and my sister was just like, I don't know about those shoes. And I was like, yo, shut up. Don't say nothing else. That's it. Okay, you go over there. And she's like, excuse. And I'm like, no, just stop trying to butt in every pair of shoes I'm trying to get today. Like, just go over there. Like, but just stop. But I was saying that a little bit louder. I figure I shouldn't have to give my maximum loudness of voice for no reason, just to relive a very bad moment in my life. But anyways, yeah, I was just all like, I pretty much yelled and snapped at her because I'm like, yo, like that has to stop. I don't know, like, out of all the years of been school shopping, you ain't never did this, and all of a sudden you want to do this now. I don't know what got into you, but that has to stop. I'm like, I'm over here just trying to go school shopping. I ain't got time to be over here trying to figure out. That's probably why I got the black Air Forces. Like, and that's probably why a lot of kids at my school thought I was crazy. I was mad at the fact that I didn't have the shoes that I wanted, and I was over here wearing black Air Forces. So that's probably why a lot of kids at my school probably thought I was crazy and stuff. So, anyways, yeah, I snapped at her. My uncle, he's looking like, whoa, like Tyler, that ain't normal. Like, he don't usually be yelling like that, and so. Yeah, I just don't like when I'm trying to get something and then people feel like they gotta like add in like that. They like, nah, that type of stuff. I'm like, I get what I get. Like I even remember when think it was like they were like, I remember my family was trying to talk me out of getting a PlayStation 4, and I'm like, you guys ain't even buying it. Like, it was one thing when I was like in school and stuff. I didn't turn my Xbox on, like swinging my arms all over the place. But anyways. It was like, it's one thing if everybody else was buying it, but it was mine. Like, I was buying it. So I'm like, bro, like, I mean, I enjoyed it for the time I had it, because it was like, it started messing up, and so I had to eventually get me another PlayStation. But yeah, I'm like, I no, like I'm like this, I'm getting this. So, anyways, yeah. Feel like, man, I'm saying like if it had probably been like those like my infrared sixes, I'm like ain't nobody talking me out of that. You could have talked me out of anything else that I was going to buy, but the infrared sixes, those Jordans, those are the shoes that I will never get rid of. Those gonna be like those no, those shoes, that's a part of my like family history. So I will not ever get rid of those shoes. So yeah. I was like, if it had been those shoes, I probably would have had to. And it was like, cause it's those are rare shoes. Like for those that don't know, like those are shoes you can't find them in store right now. So yeah, those shoes, and they were in store. They sold out, I think, within that day. I mean, if you guys look up that they had like the Travis Scott 6, those is pretty much the same shoes that I was just the infrared sixes, but the infrared sixes, they're like black and red. The Travis Scott shoes are like green and glow in the dark green. And so, yeah, those shoes are just very, very iconic Jordans and stuff. So, but yeah, I will never, if it was like, yeah, if it was some shoes like that, I'm like, I'm getting these shoes. Whether I gotta buy it with my own money, but I'm getting these shoes. So, anyways, yeah, just don't, I just people out there, if I plan on buying something, just let me buy it, please. Like, if you got something to say about it, keep it to yourself. I'm not trying to hear it. Let me make my own mistakes, all right? So, anyways, that is all the time I have for you guys. I can't really think of anything else to talk about. Plus, I'm hungry, and I want to make me some food. So, anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, you enjoyed this episode. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're new to my podcast on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. And if you're purchasing tickets from SeatGeek, I don't know why I paused, but if you're purchasing tickets from SeatGeek for the first time, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss, and it'll knock $20 off your first purchase. So, that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.